Hello friends, welcome back to Challenge Accepted. So what Kathy and I are going to do today is we are going to do the Secret Not Secret Kit Club 10 items. And this is a very, my handwriting's super messy, I know. So our 10 items this time around, and it was the 10 items for the November Secret Not Secret Kit Club party, online crowd. Okay, so I have to use rub-ons, cork, black cardstock, stamps, texture paste, stars, animal die cut, wood veneer, something glittery, and puffy stickers. Okay, that's a lot. Now Kathy is an expert at getting all the things on. She will get through this without a problem. So I'm using a kit right now from Mind the Scrap. And I'm going to use this piece of paper is my jumping off. It's a Dear Lizzie, She's Magic in Lucky. And it's kind of a floral fun pattern. The reason why I chose that is I'm going to be scrapbooking these photos here of my best friend. She sent a couple snaps to me, and I liked kind of the oranginess of it. There's a lot of orange in her snap pictures. And then I wanted to go and take a look in my kit right now and see what things I had currently as scraps. So I have this teal, this really great rainbow, a little smidge of a Vicki Boutin paper, and the back side of this one. And these are Pink Paisley number 11. So I thought I would start with that. And I'm going to do the Scrap Squad Scrap Lift number 29, I believe. And it's this one right here. And I think that'll really work with the products that I have on hand. So, and I'll try to remember to put the Scrap Lift right here, unless this shows up really well on my screen while I have it next to me while I'm working. We'll see how that goes. All right, so I'm going to get going and take you along with me. Here we go, friends. All right, I've gone ahead and trimmed off my branding strip, and I had, you saw the scraps I had of the rainbow paper as well as that teal paper that has that diagonal line. The diagonal lines on that are kind of cool. It's kind of like an evergreen color. It's not as easy to see on camera, but it is. Anywho, so I'm going to just go ahead and layer them up on the bottom. I think I'm going to end up overlapping the rainbow paper just a wee bit. I wanted it just a little bit smaller on the bottom. And it's funny, after I finished this layout, my daughter commented to me that it was really cute. She said because the deep orange paper looked like little turkey feet, which they kind of do. I know it's supposed to be floral, but they do look like little birdie feet. Anywho, so I wanted to replicate, like you see in that that sketch, I wanted to replicate the paper going down on the vertical. So I have that, and it's kind of cute. You know, that little, that paper with the little traveling cars doesn't make a lot of sense for this. I don't really care, but it doesn't make a lot of sense, but Thanksgiving is a travel and on-the-go kind of holiday for most of us, so that works. I am using these little scraps of black cardstock since that is one of the items in the 10-item challenge. I've had this little stack next to me since Christina gave them to us at the party, and I have been steadily working my way through my black cardstock scraps, and I am actually getting some traction. Now, most of my photos are outlined in them, so that's going to kind of have a common look to it, but that's all right. It does not bother me at all. So this didn't look quite straight to me, so I thought I'd go ahead and get my T-square out and pop it on. Now I'm just trying to figure out where I might, or not where, how I want these photos lined up, and I'm going to go ahead and pop up one of them on Fun Foam because, pretty much because I like that look. Yeah. Not that one photo is more important than the other, but it just kind of gives me a little bit of shadow and depth and dimension and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to see if I want to use some of the washi that is included in my kit. I'm auditioning a couple out. I'm like, no, those aren't going to add a whole lot to that. And now rub-ons is one of the things, rub-ons is one of the things in our 10 items, and I'm working my way through rub-ons, like actually really making sure to be aware that I want to use some up. And so right now I'm trying to keep a set that's either black or white and a color set right on my desk so that I see them all the time while I'm crafting. And it's actually working. I have some ideas for the new year with certain things I want to keep on my desk. I'm getting excited about that. All right, that's a 2020 video. We're going to get to that a little bit later. So I'm trying to see where I'd like to put this little word, and it's not going to show up a tremendous amount, and that's perfectly fine. But it is a really nice kind of a teal color, so it doesn't distract at all, and it counts as having rub-ons on. Now, this set of rub-ons, they're from Fancy Pants, and they are vintage. And not only are they vintage, but they are also hand-me-downs, which is great. And they work beautifully. They work like day one. It's really weird how well they come off of the page. Cork is another one of my items, so I'm trying to see from these Dear Lizzy cork alphas, see how they're like falling down on the page and all that? They're barely adhesive, but I do really like them, and I'm trying to find a way to get some cork on this page. And now on the bottom of these alphas, there's a whole row of those little arrow pieces, and I've been using them on all kinds of stuff. So hey, I need to get cork on. It might not be a cork alpha, but it is working for what I'm doing right now. Stamping is another, and I'm using StazOn ink, and it's a really nice dark gray. And if I can, I really like to use the charcoal colors on things because they're not as harsh as a strong black, but it still has that family and feel. And the stamp set I was using was an Amy Tangerine stamp set. I have found that it's super easy to use. Oh, this stencil, yes, I know it does not look very good. I'm not nice to my stencils. I don't clean them quickly and right away and all that kind of thing. But I keep using it because I really have a thing for stars. Stars and hearts, like I like the little tiny shapes for stencils more than the big open ones. So I'm using a Heidi Swapp texture paste in gold for this because it's a little bit muted, and it's not like being like the star of the show. Like I have this one stencil that I've used recently that's a mandala stencil, and it's super, super bold, and that's the first thing you see, but that's not what I was feeling on this layout because I have such busy backgrounds as it is. So at this point, I'm like, all right, what step do I do next? Now, I do know I need wood veneer, and I have this great set from Pink Paisley. It comes with that clips like you see there, and it comes with sequins and wood veneer. I love little embellishment sets like that come with, that aren't like one trick pony embellishment sets. So I have one of those arrows on the top and the bottom. They're kind of cool because they're just triangular, so they're on there, but it's not like some are kind of tricky to use, like the ampersands or airplanes or whatever, and where you lose part of the shape when you tuck them, but these work just fine as just kind of like a little metallic element. Oh, you saw my hand there going across that. I was enjoying kind of the nice diagonal look on the layout. I have a thing for diagonal layouts. I really like that kind of vibe. So I'm going ahead and getting a little bit more of my rub-ons on with my handy dandy popsicle stick. And yeah, those little stars are adding, once again, like a nice little textural something. You know how rub-ons can have that slight shininess to them so that my page doesn't look as flat. So in real life, it's looking pretty good with the texture paste is going on, with the metallic, with the wood. The cork will be on there soon, so it's really coming together. So I'm looking at the sequins in my kit, seeing if I'm going to find a way to use them. And yeah, big spoiler alert, I actually kill off those sequins this month, which is almost amazing because I never kill off sequins. I was very excited and proud about that moment. So yeah, that should be on my list of things to work through for 2020 as well. I'll have to remember that. I should just write that down and be done with it. Anywho, so I'm starting to audition the little die cut pieces, die cuts, ephemera, whatever you want to call them. One of the British ladies that I watched calls them ephemera. Makes it sound fancier. So I'm bringing up some of that teal color up top so that it's mimicking the goodies from below. Now, animal die cuts are part of this too, so we just so happen to have a random French bulldog on the top, which in a way, oh yeah, I'm stretching here, works for a layout with Amy because all animals love her. I mean, my oldest bulldog is her biggest fan. She comes in and he loses it. It's really cute. So I'm seeing what might work from this Heidi Swap set. And the colors, it's so funny. Like, you can pull off certain things from different sticker sheets and you would never think the collections go together. But you can pull off one here and there and they can work. So these are Vicki Boutin puffy stickers, but they're kind of like the shiny puffy. So that's kind of cool that we're getting, you know, dimension number 50 on here. And I liked this word special right here, but I have foam tape under that picture and I wanted to tuck it under, so I just cut off a little bit of that S, and it works perfectly fine. Only you and I know that it's cut off. It looks like it's tucked. So my title is You Are Special, and she is. Now, I think that the Vicki Boutin stuff was set up that went with a different phrase, but, you know, I am the boss of my Vicki Boutin puffy stickers. So they are working just fine. Now, also in the puffy stickers, they had these larger black dots that kind of are mimicking like enamel dots, enamel shapes, whatever. So I put those in 2 of the different clusters because I really think that things look better if you have part of your title, like, you know, the same finish on other places around your page. So that is what's going on with that. So you see the clusters are coming together and they're starting to fill out. Although for me, I kept this layout pretty darn simple. I mean, my layouts can be a lot, so I did keep it pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some sequins here and there. I use these, I think it's Zotz brand, the minuscule little dots. I love those things for sequins. I wish they had more on a roll. They have a ton on a roll. I wish they had more on a roll because it feels like you waste the tape. But you can get those at, I'm sure you can get them everywhere. I get them at Michael's with a coupon. And they're like in the adhesive section with the tape runners and all that kind of stuff. So I will have Scrappy Kathy's link below because knowing her, she did something absolutely fantastic with this. That woman is beyond talented. And what else to tell you? I did get all of my requirements on here, you know, pattern paper, all that kind of stuff. You see I got the cork on there. Something sparkly is what I'm doing right there because those doodlebug shapes are like, they have like glitter inside the enamel. So that works for my something sparkly, just in case you're keeping track of whatever. So anyway, yeah, Kathy's links below. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and ask them. I will make sure to get back to you. I mean, the most it takes me is a couple days because I really love chatting with everybody. And, oh, and if you would like to subscribe, please do so. And if you could give me a like, that helps as well because it lets YouTube know that you are digging what I come up with. Here's a bit of a close-up of my layout. You saw I put Heidi Swap Color Shining Gold on there as well. All right, friends, I will post another video ever so soon. So thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye now.